Well, thanks for coming today and sitting and practicing with us. I'm going to kind of hit this one from a perspective of if I was in middle school and maybe I was just starting to practice and it was hard for me because it was super hard for me when I started 4 years ago. So I was going to share some games or possible ways you could be to be a little easier for you to practice. So I always invite you to find the posture that works for you. And then I recommend, you could lay on the floor. That's helped some people that when they're sitting upright, they can't stop staring at things. Or when you sit, is your back against the chair? What if it was away from the back of the chair? The reason I like to do that, I always sit that way, is I feel more. I feel more, I have more body awareness. When I'm laying on the floor, there's more contact points that help me to train my awareness on the contact points. Because as we progress this year, I'm going to share more and more technique, and we're going to do some amazing things. I promise you. Every year, by the end of the year, it's like I feel it when I go in the room. So starting with your posture, feel what you feel. Notice what you notice. Bring your awareness to that and rest in kind awareness. When my teacher said resting in kind awareness was the practice, it didn't make sense to me. I didn't really understand it. And a lot of what I'll teach is it's open to your interpretation, but with this one, I think it will help if I kind of walk you through what that means. So the practice asks you to kind of be still and to see if movement has to occur, if that's from your mind or is it from your body. And so when I say resting, it's a chance for you to kind of settle in and feel stillness. And if it arises that you have to itch or you have to move, that's really good practice to kind of notice, is that from the mind or is it from the body, the desire to move? And you can't do this wrong. So if you're really feeling the urge to move, train your awareness to that feeling and notice it for what it is. Is it from the body or is it from your thoughts? So the room I was in just kind of really got still. And that's good. Doesn't mean it's bad if you're not still. It's just what you're feeling right now. And the second piece was resting in kind awareness. So as we sit, you might notice that thoughts arise. Memories, stories, past, present, future, whatever's happening around you. And I ask you to kind of treat those thoughts with kindness, loving kindness. And just notice them for what they are. They're just thoughts. and then come back to your breath. Feel the air come in your nose or your mouth. Fill up your rib cage. Notice the breath could go all the way down to your belly. And in my practice, it's usually about every 10 seconds, maybe longer, the more I practice, that a thought will arise. When I first learned this, I thought the thoughts would go away. That was meditation. That's not what it is. You just learn to notice that those are just thoughts. They're going to keep coming up. And that's going to be part of the ability to have more awareness of this present moment. Because when we're lost in those stories, it's like the opposite of mindfulness. Mindfulness is being able to remember when you're lost in the story. That you're training your awareness on something that's in this present moment. What's more present than the breath? I'm going to finish the practice with a little game today. See if you can do this. There's no winner or loser. It's just a practice. As we sit, we might get more relaxed. We might get more calm. So the object of this game is to see how still you could be for just 30 seconds or a minute. To thank the people I'm sitting with today, Ms. Tanelsoff's room, for that effort. And if you move during the stillness game, then it's not like you lost. You did great. That's the practice, is noticing the sensation of why we would move. And practicing that stillness. Thank you. Have a great Friday.